Okay, started up the stream here. And it's looking really bad, so it's stopping stream. Okay, restarted stream. Should be working okay.
Okay, everything seems to be working from what I'm seeing. And I hit myself, so we're good.
Okay. Alright, everybody. Who is ready for Pony for podcast? For Pony Show. Right, I forgot the Kiwi does that. Okay. Alright, then we shall go ahead and get started with the show. That was not me getting started.
Damn it, I tried to put my keys down on my desk as softly as possible. Holy shit.
I was not a small thump.
Yeah, well,
actually, that was hilarious, so I will accept it.
That was also like 8 inches away from my mic, so yeah.
Okay, and here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Once a year we celebrate with stupid hats and plastic plates. The fact that you were able to make another trip around the sun. And the whole clan gathers round and gifts and laughter do abound. And we let out a joyful sound and sing that stupid song. Happy birthday, now you're 1 year older. Happy birthday, your life still isn't over. Happy birthday, you did not accomplish much, but you didn't die this year, I guess that's good enough.
So let's drink to your fading health and hope you don't remind yourself your chance of finding fame and wealth decrease with every year. Does it feel like you're doing laps and eating food and taking naps and hoping that someday perhaps your life will hold some cheer?
Happy birthday!
What have you done that matters?
Happy birthday!
You're starting to get fatter.
Happy birthday!
It's downhill from now on. Try not to remind yourself your best years are all gone.
If cryogenics were all free, then you could live like Walt Disney and live for all eternity inside a block of ice. But instead your time is set, this is the only life you get. And though it hasn't ended yet, sometimes you wish it might. Happy birthday! You wish you had more money. Happy birthday! Your life's so sad it's funny. Happy birthday! How much more can you take? But your friends are hungry, so just cut the stupid cake. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, dear.
Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 384. I am your host, as always, here to bring you the Brony silliness for another week. I am, of course, Circuit Main. Of course, I am not joined by myself. No, we have a wonderful list and a full room of panelists here to bring you all the fun and chicanery of another Brony-filled week. Of course, we are joined by Deathlight Productions. Textalion.
Yep.
Toakoi.
Me.
And Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Yeah.
Alright.
As well as Fluttershy.
A lot of Fluttershy, which is... I'm going to go ahead and immediately strangle her. No, I'm just going to silence her. Silence Fluttershy. The big boys are talking now.
Yes, Gagger.
And of course, as mentioned, we are here to bring you the silliness of the Brony community for this week. And this week, it's kind of exciting because this Saturday we have a panel for Riff Treks Live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be spending 2 hours doing captioning. We got a bunch of pictures, and I'm going to get a bunch more, and we're going to invite people to join us and join up onto one of 4 different teams that we have set up in the Discord, and come up with captions for these silly images all together. Yeah, so many yays, right, DM12? So the fun in all of that is we are currently looking for team captains. Both, well, I think we have like 2 or 3 for tonight already, right?
At least got me.
Okay. Okay, we got Toa as a team lead. I think Tekka no, you're not a team lead. You're at least not for tonight. Was it for tonight? No, yeah, tonight you are. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight you are. I believe Team 1 actually has Coldust is the team lead of Team 1, and he'll be joining us a little bit later. So yeah, I guess we got one more team if anybody wants to jump in and be the team lead, at least for tonight. But we will also need team leads for Saturday. So if
you know what, I might as well jump in tonight because I doubt him. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to help out on Saturday.
All right, and we'll go ahead and make team. We'll make Suki team 2. So if anybody else wants to join in teams 1 through 4, just let us know in the Discord, and we'll go ahead and put in the special permissions so that you can see these special chat rooms that are hidden. That's right, I'm actually being subtle and sneaky about this one.
Yeah.
You're just gonna give other people roles, aren't you?
Well, I mean, that's the best way to do it, but it's still subtle and sneaky.
True.
Okay, so, right, Suki and Toa, you should be able to see the teams.
Yep.
And if anybody else wants to join in one of the teams 1 through 4, just please let me know in Discord, and we'll go ahead and assign you the role. We'll be doing team assignments here for the next 30 minutes as we go through the show notes and everything. First off, though, let's go ahead and warm up our vocal cords. And what better way to do that than a little bit of telling of what's going on with our daily lives with some What's Up, Brony? So, what's up, Bronies?
Life.
Ugh.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like I finally caught up in my work schedule, which is great. And then immediately today they dropped an actual two leaf springs and a truck bed I need to cut in half.
Damn.
Ooh,
Just a standard Monday.
Yeah.
And my Fallout character got killed, so.
that's a
I rode
shame.
home in the rain yesterday. It was not fun.
Hey, it's raining! Yay!
Yeah, I guess that's something. Yeah, I think we're kind of at that point where we're just going to see the weather get all lumpy for a while. It's like gonna get warm, and then it's gonna get cold. Suddenly we're gonna see sun, and then suddenly it's gonna snow, and then and apparently Glass 4 almost got arrested.
Damn.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
We got like 4 inches worth of snow last night, so.
Let's see.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure I got on TNT like 4 or 5 times. Yay!
We got a famous person here, and one hail the Suki-sama. Hail the Sama.
I do find it funny that you can clearly see me on camera at one point tell Cody Rhodes to go kick his ass.
That's perfect.
That is
Fantastic.
Someone should gift that.
All right. Well, let's go a little bit of what's going on with me, because I'm sure some people have some questions because of some of the things I've been posting. So, start off with yeah, I have a bunch of these now.
Yay.
Yeah. And of course, this is a lead up to a little project I've been working on for quite some time, but I never found a good vector artist until recently. So well, a good vector artist that's also not expensive. So
That's the trick.
that is a trick. It is a big trick.
Oh, you're good, but are you cheap?
Yep.
See, I'm used to paying for big old expensive commissions where it's like, oh, you want $100 for a sketch? Fine, I'll do that.
Alright. Yeah, I did get some vectors done, and I got them done by a Tumblr called Silly Yellow Pone. I would bring up their page itself, but for some weird reason, every time I try to bring it up, it just brings me like a little side thing here, and
Then click on the side thing and it should open to the full page.
I've tried it. I've tried multiple times. I don't know why it will not let me show the full page, but anyway. But yeah, I've Silly Yellow Pone. So if anybody is curious about getting some of their own done, he's actually pretty inexpensive. It was literally $10 per vector for me. Got him set up pretty quickly, and currently he's doing commissions. So unfortunately, it looks like he may be in a bit of a bind here because recent talk on his Tumblr was talking about how he might be homeless soon.
Ouch.
Kritsky.
Yeah. So it might be a good idea to reach out sooner than later if you are at all interested, because I'm sure he would appreciate the help. But in either case, that is a little side thing that I have going on. So soon other projects will be starting to pop up. Get excited for that. And of course, some of you already got the hint at the opening video, but yes, this week is my birthday, to be specific. Tomorrow is my birthday. Yay. I'm only getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody quick turn on that song from Futurama with that dog.
No.
I can't remember the song right now.
No, don't do that. No. No. Okay, that's enough of that.
calm down there, Palpatine. Calm down.
No. Okay, moving on. So yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on for me this week. However, yeah, the big thing is Rift Cafe Live, which we hopefully will see all of you on Saturday, and much more. But that's enough of my little soapbox here. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on before we go ahead and move on to the news?
Nope, news time.
Thank you, Toa, for speaking for everybody.
Nope, news time.
Okay then. All
Talk
right.
about cars next.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started on some news here. Starting off with, of course, as I mentioned, the Rift Cafe will be doing their Rift Live starting at 9 a.m. Mountain Time.
So that is 11
Eastern.
a.m.
It's 11 Eastern.
Yep.
11 a.m. Eastern. It looks like they have about 8 different panels, if I saw right. How to edit audiobooks, doing pixel art and plushies, fighting herds, tips and tricks, Zan reviews, live mysterious Mare Duel. River City plays Jackbox, the same exact time as our caption collaboration.
Yeah.
So great,
I probably should join in with the audio editing because that's actually the crew that I work for, and perhaps one of the editors on the crew. So.
Well, you may hop in.
Yep.
I'm saying it might be an idea because I have 6 years of experience on them. So.
And also a Smash Brothers tournament.
Boss, be happy they aren't trying to put us against the Smash Brothers.
No, I'm pretty sure that would be bad. But in any case, so yeah, a lot of exciting stuff. So if you are all interested, we'll be sure to post about it in the show in the Discord as it goes, and I'll definitely be taking a look at some of it. So anyway, let's go ahead and move right along to other little bits of news. The Hasbro Toy Fair has happened. Or to be specific, the New York Toy Fair has happened. That means lots and lots of fun Little Pony stuff popped up for people to see. So we're going to go ahead and analyze it all because that's what we do. We criticize other people's work and make mockery of it if it's terrible.
Well, it at the very least showed us that, yes, they haven't given up on pony life, and it's an actual thing that's happening.
There's no way they were going to give up on Pony Life, though. Admittedly, it's kind of funny. They haven't done it. They haven't re-put up that advertisement or edited it in any way. They just kind of got rid of it, and that was it. That is really weird. So, yeah, first off, of course, we got a rather large figured Celestia with, looks like posable wings, and it looks like they glow too.
About to say, because like it looks like those wings are supposed to be moving because that's clearly a joint in there. Like there's clearly space for the wings to move.
Yeah, I think it's more funny that if you look in the background, there, it almost looks like she's directly plugged into like this giant power adapter.
She might be, you don't know.
She lights up. Next, we also have some cushions and throw pillows. I do have to admit, the weird Rainbow Dash there with nom 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 right all over the freaking pillow is kind of funny. At least I hope that says nom, or it could be saying mom, but I don't think that's an M there.
It looks like N-O-M.
Yeah, it does look like nom.
Yeah.
So we got that. My Little Pony shirt, because why not?
Going back to retro.
It actually says unicorn power at the on the bottom of it. You can see there.
Oh yeah, it does say
Yeah.
unicorn power. That's
Unicorn
right, everybody.
Master Race.
Yeah, unicorn master race, everybody. Unicorn power. You hold up one finger and just go unicorn power, and we're gonna have Twitter ready to destroy you in about 3 minutes. Okay, apparently something really crazy happened in the chat room here because we're talking about somebody saved a life here, and okay.
Yeah, we were talking about when Glass almost got arrested over the week.
All right, so okay, we're gonna have to read this, everybody. I hope you can bear with me. All right.
Okay.
So I was Glass. I hope you don't mind me reading this. So I was at work driving. Blah 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 blah. Toa. So I was at work driving a crew down to a trade spot in Missouri. The crew wanted to stop for some food, so I pulled into a Subway that connected to a Walmart. But speaking of which, I have seen a couple of those. I don't mind them too much, but I prefer an actual standalone Subway. Call me crazy. Been driving for like 3 hours, so when the crew went for food, I walked around the parking lot getting the blood flow back into my legs, where I saw a kid bundled up like he was ready for a trip to the Arctic in a minivan. Let's see. Windows weren't cracked. It was about 70 degrees outside, and he was apparently very pale. So he quickly ran into the store, told the greeters, and one of them ran to get the cops, and the other followed to check on the kid. So greeter was at the door, tried to, while the greeter was trying to open the car door, he headed back to the company van to get a window cracker. And he broke the window open and got the kid out with a coat off, and back in his van with air conditioning going and a bunch of water to get the kid. And apparently, yeah, the mom was pissed. Big surprise there. No offense. I mean, usually if somebody is that negligent to leave their kid in a car like that, they're gonna do the angry parent trailer trash bullshit.
Oh, angry parents, I hate them.
Yeah.
Well, here's the smart thing, though. He at least had another witness.
No, yeah, he told the store, they called the police, but he did also take action, which was good on both parts. But getting a witness to see what exactly was going on so it wasn't your word versus is definitely a smart move.
Yeah.
Also, they have the ability to show the camera.
And the crew also apparently showed up for the window smashing too, so he had multiple witnesses to show that was happening. Mm-hmm. And apparently he had to explain to a site manager, which is why they were 3 hours late, because obviously they had to probably wait for paramedics for something like that. Which, yeah, I can understand That's kind of
And-
stupid. You have to explain it, but it is also, you're trying to do something good and save a life, so.
Hey,
So, you know what? Glass 4, we raise our glass to you 4 times.
4 glasses. Oh, buddy.
But, no, seriously, that was some awesome stuff he did there, even though some people obviously weren't going to appreciate it as much as they really should.
yeah. Also,
we
we have
do.
to scroll all the way down, so shadow scrolls, boss.
Yep, no worries about that.
Well, I was just making sure because, delay.
I know. So let's go ahead and move right along to Pony Life.
Back to looking at colorful toys about horses.
The colorful toys about even more colorful horses that scare everybody. So we got some images of the booth here. It looks like they got a little sugar cube corner thing, lots of posters and signs, and there's the obligatory backpack with the. I think we're gonna see these vector images being a little more consistent, which I'm not complaining. They're not so bad. I mean, they look cheapified as hell. No, they look cheapified as hell. But considering some of the weird other things we've been seeing in regards to how these I'm not seeing any really good examples here. Seeing how the weird cheapified versions that we've been seeing in some of the promotional material, what they have on the backpack is actually pretty tame.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then we got the Fluttershy there. We got a little Fluttershy bag, Pinkie Pie bag, Luna bag. We got a pony bag with those weird vectors, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently magic is now a superpower on a girl's t-shirt, along with a fuzzy diary. I mean, that's the one thing that I have to kind of throw out here. I get that they want to... oh my god, it's a pony diary.
It is so fluffy.
With a peach.
With a peach. It's got Fluttershy and peaches. What do we have a possible new headcanon here? Something about
She
Fluttershy
really
and
likes
peaches. Fluttershy apparently has a thing for peaches.
Wait, but
Also, I
that.
think this goes with the strawberry applejack somewhere in here.
But she's getting this from a box. That's bullshit. Oh, everybody knows peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man. I've actually been listening to that album a lot lately for whatever reason.
That's perfectly fine.
Damn, Suki, when do you get to be a poet?
I have no idea. Moving on. So
You
yeah,
never knew it?
I didn't. I made the joke intentionally. So yeah, we got the Luna Equestria Girl and Pony figure, Celestia Equestria Girl and Pony figure, Cadence Equestria Girl and Pony figure in the background there. Then we have another one of those cushions with Rarity as a marshmallow topping for an ice cream cone. Oh my god.
They know.
They're really going all out. I think they looked at like all of the fan art and they go, "This is popular. This is popular. This is popular." And just kind of jammed it all.
Oh my god, we have ourselves.
Oh no! I actually can read it. It says unicorn at the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unicorn. It's unicorn.
Oh
Again, second, I think we have ourselves to blame for the marketing.
no!
No.
Even the depths of 4chan can come up with crap like this.
We should know. We came from there.
Anyway, but yeah, there's we got the Applejack hugging a strawberry. Big
Yeah, I'm
old
just saying, people seem to love putting ponies in food.
touche.
I'm sitting in a stream right now, and there's a person doing art of a pony in some ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, really quick here though, I do like the little minifigures that they have right here, so I might actually try and get some of those. They actually look really, really good.
And
I mean, they still got the pony. They got the Pony Life style to them, but I don't know. They look not as cartoonish.
Also, hi, Trixie, Vinyl, and Starlight.
No, the reason why they don't look quite so cartoony is because your brain got melded by the chibi life thing that's going on.
Basically, the bar got set so low that anything they bring out is going to be automatically better.
Yes.
And
Alright. Okay, and just to make fun of this here, I mean, it's kind of obvious that it looks like she's just has a microphone literally stapled to her hoof, but it almost looks like it's some sort of cybernetic arm too.
Yeah, I'm going with her being a cyborg. A
Rarabot.
royal cyborg.
It's Verabot.
Well, we already have Sweetie Bot, so I don't see why not.
All right, and of course, Equestria Girls. We still got the little
Hold the fuck
figures.
up.
That's
How could
cool.
you start talking about Toy Fair stuff without me?
Well, we're only halfway. We're only halfway through it, so you still have a chance to jump in.
I'm still gonna cry.
Are you sure?
Cry
you're
them
gonna watch
liquid
the series-
prides.
The series finale again.
I'm just going to continue crying. Anyways, so, oh man, the Toy Fair just happened? Shit. I feel so out of the loop.
No, believe me, I completely missed it until this morning. So I think.
Snuck up on all of us.
No, I'm kind of a part of it, mainly for the Transformers and the fact that Kamen Rider got a little bit of a hint there.
Not surprised.
Okay, so-
Moving on.
It snuck up on most of us.
It looks like a lot of Equestria Girl potion figures. So yeah, Equestria Girls are still going to be branded off, as it were.
Honestly,
Alright,
these are still better than what we got first year.
Anything is better than what we got first year. They couldn't make anything worse than they got first year. Those combination Bratz Barbie doll things were the absolute worst, and there's no way they could have made it worse.
Don't
Ew,
challenge
ew,
the
ew, ew.
circuit, because believe me, they can do worse. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
will if you give them the challenge. Anyways, I gotta say, these figures look pretty cute. And also, they got all kinds of little accessories to have all sorts of adventures with. This looks divine.
Of course, we
Although
still
I
got
question
these.
the whole potion thing.
Well, yeah, we still got the whole questionable potion thing here with the basically unicorn animals. Oh my God! It is unicorn power. It really they're trying to cleanse the pony race and make nothing but unicorns. Everything must have a horn.
I'm
Master
all for-
Race.
I am all for the Gummicorn.
Alright
The Gummicorn has my vote.
Second,
Alright then.
they just wanted to make everyone horny.
We were trying so hard to avoid that joke. Why?
Yes, we were doing everything to avoid that.
It was low hanging fruit, man. Very low hanging fruit. So it looks like Hasbro did a quick tour of their booth over on Twitter as well. So here we got a very small snapshot of it because we don't want to delve too much into it for obvious reasons.
In other news, we are getting yet another Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord that's actually posable.
In other news, we don't care. Well, we care, but we don't care about it right now because this is the Pony Show.
It's not Pony.
No, the Circuit May Morphing Grid is next week. Moving on. Of course, Hasbro did advertise a little bit about their works and everything. Their YouTube channel getting so many views. Discovery Family getting different things going on. But the big things that they mentioned out is the movie is still once again slated to come out in fall of 2021. And it looks like a fully produced CG animated feature. So it is going to be all in CG. And it looks like the My Little Pony is quote-unquote Core Kids, which falls under Power Rangers and apparently Transformers. So
Does not surprise me.
no, it doesn't either, but I'm just kind of glad that we're not compared to the likes of Peppa Pig and PJ Masks.
That makes me feel a lot better.
Apparently, our comedy. We don't have comedy. The hell.
Because ponies get dark. People die in ponies.
Ponies blast each other with lasers. There's nothing funny about lasers.
You can say that, but then we have Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie doesn't have lasers.
She has her own scary thing where she can just turn into a melding thing of tentacles if she wanted to.
And chat room immediately jumped on the morphing grid. Actually, I have a weird thing that looks like the Triforce that gives me the power of all Power Rangers from 35 years ago. Nothing new though, just 35 years ago.
Only 35 years?
Well,
Damn, man, you young.
Nah. I
All right.
Go Kaiju keys.
Moving back on here. So there's also some close up of the pictures. You can see the Twilight Sparkle. I have no idea what the numbered potions mean, and I'm not even gonna try because that's going to hurt my brain. And I'm already behind on trying to get the ponies and food, which it doesn't look like they have anymore though. So luckily, at least there's an end to that. But why is never mind? You know what? I can't never mind it because this is now a thing. So we have Balloon Celestia. I'm just gonna let this sink into your guys' minds for a second.
It could be worse. It could always be worse.
I've scrolled one more down from that, seeing the brushable rarity. And I'm like, that kid is gonna straight up eat that hair.
Mommy! Mommy! Is this cotton candy? Can I eat it, Mother? Why do I sound British? I don't know, but can I eat the hair, Mother?
Oh, Mother!
Okay, but yeah, we still got all the figures that we mentioned a moment ago. We got some other ones that we didn't quite get a look at, like Rainbow Dash and it looks like the Starlight Glimmer Equestria Girl is also there. Big surprise.
I also
Nice,
think I saw
nice.
a Coco Pamel a few images up.
No, you mean Miss Pamel. We can't say Coco anymore.
No, Hasbro can't say it. We can say whatever the frick we want.
We've done that before. It got
What,
a.
Hasbro can't say it?
Well, technically they can't say it in full because they can't. Are you sure we saw Coco Pamel? I am not seeing.
I'm not seeing it either. I'm seeing Twilight Fluttershy, Sally, Ludi, and
I mean, the selling one kind of looks like
Glimmer.
Pamel if you look if you look at it really quickly, but
Yeah.
I might have
If you
been
just scroll by.
mistaken.
yeah. All right. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. That was pretty much the toy fair. Let's go look at the comics because Zecora is coming up. The official issue 90 has been revealed, including the 2 covers. This one,
We're getting a Zigger comic, everyone.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep moving on here. I mean, just the background here. There's already like 3 different creatures we've never seen before. I mean, it's like
water
the
elemental.
well, I
It's a
don't
good pony.
actually. Let's open up a tab of these because while we look at this picture, here is the brief synopsis. Sometimes friendship can be hard work, and that's what Sakura is discovering as she reunites with Marini, Dust Devil, Cactus Rose, Medley Brook, and Crystal. But just as the past is being revealed and old hurts are being brought to light, an attack by fearsome Groot Slang puts Sakura's hometown in danger. So yeah, not only are we getting a bit more of a taste of Zakura's background, we are also getting a taste of her former friends, or at least the people that she knew in her life. How fun is that? And also, here's another picture. Though this one isn't bad either. It's kind of fun, just kind of her coming into a weird house. So I think the one thing that's driving me a little crazy is I think the other the character back there that isn't covered in horns is the only other zebra, and it looks like the freaking zebra from Fruit Strike Gum compared to Zakura. So
Anything could happen. Also, definitely think someone didn't like you using Zigger.
No, I understand that, creature. Yeah, I'm not exactly a fan of the word. I get it's a joke. It's just unfortunately right now the connotations are kind of a little heavy.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry.
Yeah, I understand people not liking it, but I also go, why would I ever say that? That's a zebra.
Besides, I think we can come up with a better word. We'll call them zebras. Actually, that sounds horrible.
Zebbers.
Okay, so I just came back, and why am I looking at a pony version of Monster Musume?
There you go.
I thought that was it. Was this the Sarah Richards cover then? This one? But no, this is the issue 90 of My Little Pony comic with Sakura going back to her hometown, and those are her previous friends, who we have no idea who they are. Obviously, different creatures, and possibly the fruit stripe gum zebra as a secondary character.
Well, in the corner it says season 10, episode 2. So.
Well, yeah, that's the thing there, that they're going to be doing season 10 in the comics, starting off with Sakura's homecoming.
So, 89 is the first episode.
Exactly. But let's go ahead and show 87. Of course, 87 is it's a different little romantic little one, but we also have a retail incentive cover of Shining Armor and Cadence just sitting on a door as they're nuzzling in the lake. We're expecting Shining Armor to get shoved into the water and drown while freezing to death. But Cadence's heart will go on. Just don't try to paint her like one of your French ponies.
Why not?
Okay, sir, I apparently didn't see a Sarah Richard one vaguely. Sorry.
They have a lot more hair.
Alright, and finally on comics as well as comic covers, Transformers! As we mentioned, My Little Pony cross Transformers with Transformers Friendship in Disguise comics have all been revealed, and we now have covers for all of them. Starting off with issue 1, which actually has a really awesome group shot, and not a bad one with Rarity and yeah, I don't know the Transformers all that well, so bear with me.
That is RC.
RC basically shooting up the junk and stuff. And apparently what happens is when Queen Chrissy is actually trying to cast a spell to look for more changelings, she accidentally interferes with a space bridge, and then, yeah, makes shenanigans happen.
Yep.
Megatron, both realize they're evil. They're like, hey, we can take out both of our enemies. Hooray.
And the ponies are, we can defeat anything with a friendship of magic. Can you defeat 10-foot titans? We defeated Tarek. Good enough. But yeah, let's see. So the issues are kind of interesting. It looks like Rarity and RC are in have a head role in leading in issue 1. Issue 2 has Spike and Grimlock.
That makes sense.
And also Pinkie Pie trying to share her information about Equestria with Gage.
That's actually Shockwave if I'm...
Shockwave also pops up.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was there with Gage initially, so that's that one. Then we have one where Fluttershy and Discord's tea time is interrupted by Soundwave. And Dash goes into a race with Windblade.
By the way...
And are also being chased by Chaser and the Decepticons in the process.
The fact about Windblade, the fandom of the Transformers made her.
Cool.
Alright then. And this is my favorite cover just because it's like Applejack is looking on his existential crisis as her entire apple orchard gets eaten.
How did she stay in business, honestly?
She doesn't. I mean, don't you remember any time that their apple farm is threatened and they may not see profits? They're just like, oh, this could end the apple farm. She barely stays in the black, man.
I want to say that probably saving the world a couple of times probably helps with that, but
also I want to assume that all the Apple family farms technically work together, so because they have a monopoly over the Apple business in Equestria.
You know what? I'd buy that. I would buy that easily.
The Apple family is a strong group.
But in any case,
they'll make you an offer of friendship you can't refuse.
So in this case, the Insecticons descend onto Applejack's farm and begin to devour apples. So AJ and her family has to try to rally and save the farm. And finally, this also has Optimus Prime, Twilight Sparkle banding the ponies and Autobots to get things back together. Of course, the funny thing about all of these covers, if you notice, they're retail incentive. So if you do want to get these particular covers, they are going to be a little more pricey. But they are really fun looking. No, I might just go for the standard one for the first one, just because I just like that giant group shot right there.
Yep.
So, with that in mind, that is all the comics coming out. Now, how about a giant Hasbro Easter egg for Easter? Obviously. But apparently, there's a Hasbro Egg Surprise that is at various retailers. It looks like it was found in Kroger's and Fred Meyer, about $30. And somebody found one at their local. I don't know if it's Kroger or Fred Meyer, but it looks kind of like Fred Meyer to me. But I could be wrong.
The top, wait, that first picture you're looking at, where it's got in the back, it says like the Fresh for Everyone thing.
Yeah.
That's Kroger.
I figured it should have been. Okay.
I've seen these in stores. They look boring.
Oh, you think that's fun? You see, they bought it. They got the
right up against the windows as you leave. They look boring.
Actually, they're even more fun than that because the one person bought an egg to take a review, and what came in it was a Pinkie Pie brushie, a Pinkie Pie plushie, and 4 different minifigures.
Saying not for resale.
They're basically like the $4 minifigures you can find at Target sometimes. In all honesty, there's nothing too spectacular about this thing. It's more for the surprise than the actual merchandise within it.
And how much does it retail for?
$30.
That's. What do you think? So it's got one of the big.
Each of the small ones is probably about $5. Plush is probably about $7. I don't know the big thing.
Well, actually, the little minis are more $4 if I recall the Target pricing.
That's what I said approximately.
So it's either right at about what you pay for them anyway, or maybe you're saving a little bit. Like maybe, if I'm not mistaken, you're probably saving like maybe at most like $2. Maybe. Okay, no, I'll give you a benefit of the doubt up to like $5.
With the random.
It's pretty much completely random though, so you may not even get anything you want. So, if you're curious, it may be worth a shot, but you're not gonna get a lot of bang for your buck. And I think they said it best here. For $30, you're paying more for the surprise than what it actually has.
Although that egg does look like a good mold if you want to do some fun things with it.
Sure.
It looks like a giant rabbit, and somebody out there knows what the hell I'm talking about. We're gonna move on.
But it's good if you want to try and make a dragon egg for someone. Trust me, it is a pain.
He's crazy. Move on.
Moving on. All right, and actually, I'm gonna save that for last because I have a feeling we're just gonna go ham on that, but we're gonna go ham on this too. So, China. 2 things from China. Because we can. First off, Chinese knockoff pony playing cards. Say that 3 times fast.
Wait,
so,
is that a playing card with like a really sad scene of somebody dying?
Yes, that's exactly it.
But a really old fandom photo. I remember seeing that somewhere.
Why is Applejack dying?
Yeah, what the fuck?
So yeah,
coming down. I recognize a lot of this is actually.
So basically, what? So they just stole a bunch of fandom art?
Yep, they stole a bunch of fandom art. They put it all on a bunch of bad, cheap playing cards, and some of this isn't even fandom art. This is obviously knockoffs to their official vectors. The Celestia, I know, is a vector right there.
But I'm like looking through this, like I remember some of this art, like.
In fact, here we go. Yeah, here. Get a better look here.
It hurts the brain.
Tessera, that's it. I'm trying to remember his name. That Fluttershy one was from him.
I think the Applejack and Pinky as well.
You're saying, who'd you say it was?
Did you just mispronounce Citra?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to. That's why I was asking. It was like I'm pretty sure he meant Citra.
I am so tired right now.
Mm-hmm. Also, that one with the King of Clubs, yeah, that's just straight ripped from the show.
Oh, some of them are. They're ripped from all over the place. There's one from the comics right there. There's a Twilight with like 3 different ponified versions of Panty and Stocking Garter Belt and Littlest Pet Shop. There's a bunch of them in different outfits.
Yep, China don't give no shit.
China does not care, which makes it both hilarious and terrible.
Terrifying?
Yeah, a little bit of both, really.
You know what's gonna be funny, Circuit? Somebody's gonna import these, and they're gonna be for sale for like $15 a packet, like at BabsCon.
I would so buy them too. That's the sad part. I would so buy these.
Would you actually play with them, or would they just be to put on a shelf and confuse people?
I have 6 different pony playing card packs, and they have never been played with. I'm pretty sure that these would also be there to collect dust and show off.
Well, would you frame them all to put them around to confuse people?
No, I think I would just keep them in the box, and if I ever find somebody that wants to see something crazy and whimsical, I just put it on, like, look through these, and you'll never be the same again. But in any case, yeah, this is some really silly shit. So that's part 1 of China, and I think we'll do our captioning a little early with part 2 of China. The pony life is being used to help China prevent the spread of coronavirus.
And as I mentioned in the backstage, because I wasn't sure if I'd actually be here, I've scrolled through the comments. Someone has given the
translation.
They have translated it. However, I think it'd be much more funnier if we go ahead and just open these up one by one and make a silly caption that if we can think of one immediately. Like this one. Applejack knows that coronavirus means waving your hoof and wishing it will go away is the proper way of the Chinese government. Wave your hooves, Chinese people, and wish for it to go away.
My
and
take
wish
on this
harder with a mask over your face.
You must
exactly.
Wish harder. If you wish hard enough, masks will magically appear on your face.
And keep you safe. All hail the Chinese Communist Party.
I'm interested in that building in the background of that, though.
It kind of looks like a giant... It is a giant sundae.
Yes.
It is.
It's a knockoff Sugar Cube Corner.
Would that be...
Looks Canterlot.
Powdered Sugar Park. It's Powdered Sugar Park.
There you go.
Rarity realizes that the blinds can actually move up and down. She has lost herself for hours moving these up and down as her marshmallows melt in her pots.
No, she's actually freaked out because it's doing it by itself.
Oh.
You see I don't see no magic on that.
The ghosts are here to spread coronavirus. Be ready
The-
to run.
Also, I actually am kind of interested. Are you supposed to let your house air out or something because of this?
Yes.
Actually, yes. You let your house air out. Wear a mask at all times. They're actually pretty standard. Keep yourself healthy here.
Okay, what does Dash have to say for us?
All right. Well, yeah. Let's not dwell on
If you
this too
high,
long.
then you don't care.
Dash is flying so high that the coronavirus cannot affect her. Dash is an enemy of the Republic. She must be destroyed. Also, her Super Saiyan hair is ridiculous.
It just gets fluffier and bigger every time we look at her.
It has gone even further beyond Super Saiyan 3, if not 4.
No. Oh, hold on. Better.
Over 9,000 feet in the air.
If you're too awesome for the virus to catch you, you can't get sick.
No, I got a good one. Hold on, Vaguely Creepy's actually got some ones here, but let me do this one real fast. Rainbow Dash is flying 1 mile up in the sky. She's feeling good as hell.
Yeah, people.
Mile High Club, ladies and gentlemen.
Mile High Club joke, everybody.
Well, also, people have been combining with the Lizzo song "Good as Hell" for Pony Life.
But yeah, the mask keeps your wishes in your mouth so they can concentrate before they escape. Rarity has discovered her home is being haunted by the world's most boring ghost. Begley, I hope you're in the caption contest because you really do need to be in the caption contest.
Yeah, see, I suck at this, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty decent.
Yeah. All right. Twilight Sparkle is reading many books about the coronavirus. Unfortunately, they only talk about beer, much to her excitement.
Twilight has read up on it, and the coronavirus was done by Americans to make China weak.
Why would I deal with real people out in social activities? This book's more better.
And see, I'm just looking at this and like, the possession has gone so far that her mouth is going into her eye now.
Twilight Sparkle
Yes,
has...
the demon has taken.
Yes.
No, better yet. Twilight Sparkle ate the mysterious cake that appeared at her front porch. Her reality has now been split, and her mouth is getting bigger as she speaks. Hopefully Twilight Sparkle will come down from this weird high.
She ate the cake that appeared on her doorstep. She got the coronavirus, obviously.
Yeah, here we go, Fluttershy. Fluttershy smugly hints that she is actually a secret agent. Of course, she decides to chloroform herself to keep herself from talking. Fluttershy is not a great secret agent.
She just likes the smell of it, you know.
No, better. Fluttershy has taken the spy Bonbon's equipment and is reporting her to the Chinese government.
I like circuits better.
Yeah. I can see where you're going with... I can see where you're going with it. It just needs to be worded better. Alright. Oh, Clyde Conicus has one. Fluttershy decided to pack candy. Too much for the bag to handle.
Ah,
Fair enough.
don't you hate it when that happens?
Alright, and finally Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie has eyed Big American Burger. Coronavirus has infected her immediately because it is not a Chinese dish, and thus she must be destroyed, else she infect the Republic. Long live Winnie the Pooh.
Pinkie can get sick, so she's just gonna be a carrier.
Yep.
She's gonna spread it to everyone.
Pinkie is Agent Zero. She ate a Oh no, that's better. Oh, I like that better. Pinkie is actually Agent Zero. She ate tainted American burger and is now spreading the coronavirus, but she cannot be stopped.
Patient Zero.
I know what I said.
She's Secret Agent Zero.
She's Secret Agent Zero.
Secret agent.
Pinkie Pie is real cause of World War Z.
Holy shit, I'm back. Are you done with the news?
Almost. I just got...
Pretty much, yeah.
You are not done with the news because you know what's one thing you forgot?
What's that?
What?
March the 1st is coming up, and you better fucking know what that is.
Derpy Day.
Yeah, it is. It's Derpy Hooves Day coming up, y'all. I expect to see the best of derpiness out of all of you coming up because that's right. This Sunday, yeah, y'all better get ready to like have those muffins ready because it's the best day of all. Derpy Hooves Day, the day we celebrate the best of all horses, the gray, derp-eyed mare, who is just awesome. There we go.
Oh, so you mean Octavia?
Before somebody gets destroyed here, real fast. Legends of Equestria has their Winter Friendship Games coming up, starting on February 27th and on to March 1st. The early session starting 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time and late session 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time with opening ceremony there at 20. You can see all the information there, and it's all in Greenwich Mean Time. So make sure you adjust your clocks accordingly if you want to participate. This is in the Legends of Equestria MMO. I might try and take a look at it. However, admittedly, it's also on the same exact weekend as Rift Cafe Live, so I may not be able to do much of anything. But check it out. Regardless, because Winter Olympics and MMO, why could you say no?
Sorry, could you pronounce pronounce that time zone again for me?
Greenwich Mean Time?
Greenwich.
I don't know.
Greenwich.
You're an annoying one, Mr. Greenwich. I'm moving on.
Well, you're just mad because both of us snuck up on you.
Toakoi, you don't have an opinion. Moving on.
See,
Actually,
at least I can hide behind that I failed all 4 years of my English classes in high school. So
Speaking of Toakoi, we do have our challenge of the week. And the challenge for this week was quills. But
And
we
the
also
Protest Initiative Challenge, I totally forgot. Soup! It was soup.
Yep.
That's right. Soup.
And in fact, this was an interesting one because we kind of berated on Toa a little bit until we could get it corrected. But let's get started on that actually, because there's a bit of a story behind all this. So Toa did his. We're gonna start off with Toa right off the bat here. Toa is of course submitted a can of soup with a quill pen on a desk, and me looking quite despondent. And some of you may be wondering, what in the world is that weird black thing that is sitting on his back? Well, apparently Toa opened his big mouth on Wednesday and is now officially classified as a Roomba.
I do clean up the shop while you guys are asleep.
Roomba.
Yep.
All right.
Hello, Archangel Furry Stormcloud.
Yep.
But yeah, so yeah, he apparently Toa's a Roomba. Now the joke that we had is after he was declared a Roomba, I officially declared that since he is now the official Roomba, that my cat Glitch is now officially part of the show and uses him as basically his ride along, as most cats tend to do with Roombas.
Also, we had something similar in Roan.
So after a little bit of back and forth, we kept arguing that Cat, of course, is riding on top of a Roomba and should be on his head. There was argument back and forth. However, he finally acquiesced, and we put Glitch on top of his head. He can grip it by the husk. However, the other thing we also mentioned is the fact that Glitch kind of looks a little small in here and needs to be of a bigger size. So once again, he acquiesced after convincing, and now we have the kitty beret on Toakoi.
I just like the progression where you just see a head, and with I think a tail, and just kind of keeps going.
Yep, that's what I did.
Before you know, we got a loaf.
Now we got the cat loaf.
Yes.
This is exactly what we need, though. This is the cat
An
loaf.
adult-sized cat, a fluff, a floof.
The
Not,
poof.
Yes.
not a small bundle of danger, which is a kitten.
So for this entry, we are officially giving the award. Toakoi has a cat for a head. And also, Toakoi is now official Roomba.
We can now officially say, "Hey Toa, nice pussy."
Aha!
Oh.
Aha!
2 seconds.
Of course, moving right along here, I also made one earlier today to fulfill this thing. I wanted to do one digitally, but time ran away from me, mostly because of events going on in a couple of games I've been playing, so apologies there. However, I did draw this one up at work and took a picture of it. So here we have Circuit over at Quills and Sofas, who decided to expand their stock to include soup. Unfortunately, it looks like they didn't exactly decide to make different kinds of soup, so he found a can of quill soup.
I wouldn't eat that, no.
There's a reason he's supposed to be staring at it. Admittedly, I kind of got the eyes a little wonky.
Got the distant stare of looking over it.
It's just like, if I don't acknowledge it, it doesn't exist.
There's something clearly much more interesting further along.
Well,
Don't look directly at the soup.
So we had the same idea, just have you not look at the soup and just feel like, ugh.
No, honestly though, I am kind of proud of myself of how much more I did with the art. I still need to work on the head mat a bit, but the tail hair, I'm kind of glad how poofy I got it, and also just the little background sign with the quill and sofa, and then just the tapped on and soup.
Sorry, Bagley's.
I haven't read it yet.
That came to my mind too. Why are you buying quills at the soup store?
Because fuck you!
But yeah, that was my little take on the challenge of the week.
Are they going to keep it all stocked? I mean, they have problems trying to keep stock sofas and quills.
All right, and this
The soup.
this doesn't exactly fall in, but of course it's Deathlight and his RPG group, so we're gonna throw it up here as we read
Different
Vaguely
group.
Creepy.
Just the orc that he is playing.
He's the orc.
Yeah, I'm the orc. All I heard was
the orc.
all I heard was the classes everybody was playing. Like, well, there's no dedicated fighter here, so I guess I'll play a barbarian orc because those guys are like the most sturdiest barbarians out there.
So
Exactly.
We'll
I think you're
chat
fine.
over the orc.
can I make a joke here? So he's the
He's
orc.
so nice.
You're the orc. The orc.
Orc.
Now move that chat off the orc so the chat can see the orc.
Probably.
Sit old grizzled man.
There's his orc.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Them
Indeed.
abs.
All right.
The
So
picture's not even done yet. The person's trying to shade it, but it's just so funny because you're like, Anthro, big old mech robot, all futuristic looking, and then you got this classic orc from just sitting there.
Yeah, honestly, if I did D&D, I would go with the Warforged.
It's fantastic.
all right. So in any case, while everybody's looking at the awesome picture of awesomeness, we have a story from Vaguely Creepy for his submission called Coffee Break. So, I'm glad we got a head start, but don't you think we should have gathered a bit more information before we set off on this quest? Coldust asked, still looking as grumpy as he felt. Oh, well, yeah, but honestly, I also kind of wanted to excuse to dodge that weird guy who comes in with a box of chocolates every week, Circuit replied. Understandable, said Crazy Matt after a moment's reflection. By the way, welcome to the show, Crazy Matt. Glad you can make it. Perfectly reasonable, I'd say, agreed Suki. Scratching a few lines into his notepad with a quill, Circuit continued by adding, also, I figured we could stand to get a little caffeine while we work. Okay then, what do you remember from that day, Cole? Well, like I said, it was mostly just a blur, Cole replied, scratching his head. Pretty much. I woke up, I had some pancakes, got ready for work, went to get on the train, then a bunch of jumbled mess until I got home. Excuse me, I got your drinks right here, fellas, interrupted a barista as she walked up to the group's table. Opening a little flip book, she began reading off the orders. The obvious lines and bags around the young mare's eyes made it clear how tired she was. Unbelievably hot chocolate for Mr. Cold Rust. Pausing in confusion, Coldust raised an eyebrow towards her. Sorry, that's Coldust, miss. Oh, my bad, she said, rubbing her eye before placing the drink down and consulting her notepad again. Und next we have, she began, attempting to affect a silly accent before continuing. Princess Espresso Supreme for a Mr. She started to say before trailing off, squinting at the writing blearily. Sir Kitman? Oh, close, but it's actually Circuit Main. Circuit corrected, not noticing that Coldust, who had been put back in a foul mood by trying to recall the incident in question, had decided to vent. Could we maybe just once? Coldust started, only to just as quickly fall silent. Perhaps this was because he noticed that the mayor had aimed a very peculiar look in his direction the moment she heard the agitated tone in his voice, which said some very peculiar things. Specifically, it said, Listen here, you hay-headed ingrate. I am 10 hours into a 15-hour shift and running on nothing but an hour of sleep, 5 times the recommended daily allotment of caffeine, and concentrated spite. But I still have to pretend that I'm happy to talk to you because if I don't, I'll lose the only thing that's putting me through school and preventing me from having to move back home with my parents in the most flank backwards podunk mud pit in the country. So you better choose your next words very carefully. Otherwise, I absolutely will not hesitate to punch through this tissue-thin veneer of courtesy I'm putting up and choke slam all 4 of you through every solid surface of the celestial forsaken nightmare of a retail hellhole. Overwhelming silence settled over the group for a moment as our unstable death glare bored into the table at large. Ultimately, it was Circuit who broke the quiet, holding up the quill he also just broken in fear. Possibly borrow a quill, since I seem to have broken mine? She immediately replaced her expression with an almost perfectly normal smile once more before setting down their drinks and the quill she had tucked behind her ear. Of course, if there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know. Unnerved by their brush with the deranged coffee brewer who was now trotting away like nothing had happened, the quartet stood up as one, took their drinks and notes, and headed out the door after leaving the tab and a healthy tip for the poor mare on the table. Pretty clearly, the station where Cole caught the train to work every day and where he last remembered not having the crisp pin would be the first stop on their investigation. The themes this week were, of course, quill, pen, and soup. And can you spot how they were added? And by the way, retail sucks. Vaguely Creepy's words.
You were having soup.
Besides, are you going to question her where the soup is at that point? I would be running the other direction, right?
And as someone who works in that sort of environment, it's not that bad. Unless you get certain people.
Anyway, I would like to give that one the Angry Retail Death Glare Award. Of course, Coldust, do you have some awards to hand out here before we go ahead and actually move on to what we've been trying to do?
I like all the entries that were made today. So you get the gold star from Cole, the cold star. Yes. It's a sticker with a lump of anthracite from the heart.
All right. And then with that, those were our submissions for this week's challenge. What?
Anthracite. It's a type of coal. It's the highest quality of coal. It basically has
No.
It's like
No.
Yes, it does. Soup. I see it now.
It's the lines, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
The first letter of every paragraph.
Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. All the points go to you, Vaguely Creepy. 10 out of 10.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
Vaguely Creepy wins this week and next week. He has done it so well. He wins next week now.
You get 100% pure anthracite, sir. 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
So next week's challenge, Derpy. It's Derp. We're not just gonna give it Derpy Day. We're gonna give it a Derpy weekend. So I want you to draw a Derpy. Is it a happy Derpy? Is it a muffin Derpy? Are you just going to draw a big Derpy face? Are you going to tell a story about how Derpy managed to save all of Ponyville with nothing but a muffin and cold dust quill pen and a hat? Whatever you have at it, next week's challenge is simply Derpy.
And the Protest Initiative challenge this week is Derpy. That's what it was going to be all along, honestly. I was planning on just shoving that in there anyways. So I guess, for once, We are in
Agreement.
agreement.
So
Yeah.
they have to figure out how to get multiple derpies stuffed in there. Got it.
Either that or just
Derpies as you can. I will
Derpy cest.
I will
super
take part
derp.
in this as well. More derpy, the better. I want to see a sea of derpies because derpy is great, and she deserves all the love and all the muffins.
All right, everybody. So with that in mind,
So, shipping Cole and Deppy and having Cole dress up as Deppy. Got it.
all right. With that in mind, of course, it's time to go with caption this picture. Of course, we should already have the team captains for the 4 different teams. We just need if anybody wants to join in as team members, just let us know which team you want to be part of, and we will go ahead and add you in. Just for everybody's records here, of course. Team 1 is Coal Dust. Team 2 is Suki. Team 3, who did I have as Textalion? Team 3 is Textalion, and Team 4 is Toakoi.
Hiya.
So if you want to be included on these teams, these are all in Discord. Just let us know through Discord which team you want to be part of, and we will go ahead and add you to that team. And in just a couple of moments, we will ask for team names. And of course, we will begin the shenanigans. Of course, we will try to do this as quickly as possible, because unfortunately we ran a little bit on the long time. So in fact, for the moment, until we can get teams confirmed, we have already put up our first picture. Admittedly, I was going to save this for Saturday, but I found so many more awesome, silly, stupid things that I'm going to have to just put this in now. Okay, so, Coldus, which team did I say was yours again?
You said I was team 1.
And DM12 is on your team.
All right, DM12. Oh man, okay, we were the powerhouse last time, so this is gonna be great.
Just put it in the lounge chat. Let me know what team you want in the lounge chat. I will put you on the roll, and if you scroll down to the bottom of the Discord, you'll see you'll see the room available to you at that point. And Commander Something is just going to immediately start drawing derpies.
Also, wait a minute. What did Cole say in my room that apparently creature... What?
Yes.
So wait, so if I go...
Oh, right. All I typed was penis.
Also, just to keep this in mind, the reason that he brought that up is because the stream itself on Saturday will be PG rated, so we do have to play a little bit more cleanly.
Okay, well, we can enforce that Saturday.
Exactly. We can enforce it Saturday. He was just having fun with it. Alright. Let's see. Oh, Ponyman64 is going to have a sequel to one of his stories. I can't wait. That's going to be fun.
Sweet.
Alright, so if anybody else wants in, just let me know in Lounge. Let me know what teams you want. Otherwise, team, go ahead, come up with your captions. We will ask you for them in just a moment. Of course, at that same time, we'll probably also ask you what your team names are going to be. My original plan was to rename the teams, but unfortunately, time is kind of not on our side here. Let's see.
Wants to be on Cole's team, apparently.
Apparently they do, but you know what? I'll go ahead and allow it. Cole, you're gonna have a executive committee here that you're gonna have to deal with.
Oh shit.
But yeah, unless Vaguely Creepy decides he wants to be on somebody else's. But we are reminding everybody the team captains are Cole, Suki, Textalion, and Toakoi.
Oh yeah.
So just let us know which one.
You got a reprimand.
Okay,
But yeah, okay, no problem, Vaguely. We will go ahead and put you in on that team. But everybody has plenty of spare spots, but we are encouraging people to spread out if possible. Honestly, the only thing that makes it easier is just to have as many people as possible jump in on the teams. That's all.
let me see.
And we will.
I got mine in.
Wait a minute.
Also, why are you pink? That is actually the coloring that I gave for one of the teams. That's all.
We write our captions in our Discord team, right?
Actually, what I'm going to be doing, well, you'll write it in your team, but you'll also be telling it to me verbally. But yeah, don't worry about the coloring. It's just temporary while we have you in the team roles.
Second, that is not the team. That is the caption.
What?
Someone did my
Oh.
caption as the team name.
I thought that was your team name. Okay, I can.
Oh. Oh, hang on. It is.
Oh god, this is gonna
This is
be.
devolving into chaos.
This is gonna be.
Sorry,
I'm still fine with Dayman and Nightmare's team name.
Okay, so all right, it looks like everybody has their submissions at this point. Vaguely,
Yeah,
you are in the right spot.
Yeah, I have an idea for my team name.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get everybody's team names, and we're also going to get their entries here. Of course, I also got to move the image here just a little bit because so people can see what the entries are.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll just put it there for the moment. Of course, if we need to, we'll expand as needed. All right, so team 1. What's your team name?
Still being decided. Hold on.
Team 2, what's your team name?
Touched by Yasuki.
All right, touched by Suki. And what is a caption you came up with? We have Celestia and Luna coming again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah.
Celestia and Luna coming again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah.
All
There
right.
you go.
Okay, jumping back to team 1. Are you still being decided? DM12, we're going to go ahead and allow them to go a little bit overboard just for the moment. We just want to make sure that this actual team thing actually works. The PG stuff is going to be a lot easier.
Okay, sorry. I just like a Discord. How it's now Team 2, touched by Suki.
Yeah, thank you for whoever is up.
I'm taking the team names and putting them up there.
I know, thank you. And CMC, thank you so much. Okay, team 3. What is your team name?
Vaguely Creepy said, oh, sorry. I'm dumb. I should have listened to numbers. I'll shut up.
Sorry, team 3 again.
Techies.
Techies. And let's see, your caption, do we look like the faces of mercy? Nice. I like it.
And I'll need confirmation if I spelled techies right there.
Alright, and looks like team 4 is going to be Daymares. Ah, okay. Alright, and apparently the caption you have is Daymare and Nightmare team up to win.
It's very in line with Sunny.
It's definitely the most PG entry we have. Alright, so team 1, are you
kidding me? I made mine PG as fuck.
I'm kidding. don't make that a caption. Don't actually make that a caption. Okay, team 1, do you have a name? So I know normally the whole point of this is to give people plenty of time to deliberate on how to enter on these, and if it wasn't for the fact our time is kind of limited now tonight.
I'm just waiting for confirmation that this is a good idea. Otherwise, I'll go with what Vaguely Creepy said.
Okay. So this is also a good practice because obviously we got 3 people in a single team. This will give me an idea of, how much effort it might take to get people to work together in a team.
Well,
Team. You think this picture of my family? No, it's the A team.
So far, oh wait, DM12.
Second, this is where.
All right, we are Batter and Death.
Okay. So,
Better than death?
batter and death, not datter.
Batter and death.
Someone changed the chat before I could.
I think creatures.
Okay, batter and death, and unfortunately there's a lot of text all over the place here, so what was your caption for this?
Oh.
Oh, is
You
that
didn't
it?
actually come to a conclusion between the three of you, did you?
No.
Okay, do you have a quick one you can throw out there? Or do we want O to be it? And no, you can't use PG as fuck.
I like Vaguely's there.
Vaguely does sound good.
Also, second, next go on Saturday, if you have the team captains all set up, we're going baseball route of. And when that ends, they go to the first available team until it's either even or we run out of people.
What? I didn't hear a single word he said.
We'll distribute them on Saturday into things and get them leveled out.
Right. Well, we'll get things still a little bit more figured out. This is just basically proof of concept to make sure this actually works.
I know.
As well as I might jump into a thing. Right now, I'm just trying to do background stuff.
And you're more than welcome to join any of the teams.
No, I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm
Oh, yeah.
out of it, tired, and I have to be up in the morning.
Okay, so, VC's, yeah,
The
There we
Royal
go.
Proclamation of Nationwide Disco Thursdays was met with less than stellar reception.
alright, so we're gonna go with...
What do you think? And I'm just like, yes.
Alright, so we have Batter and Death. The Royal Proclamation of Nationwide Disco Thursdays has been met with less than stellar reception. Touched by Suki, Celestia, and Luna coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. Mother bucking, yeah. Techies.
I tried, damn you.
He did, sorry, I just got really into the song there. Techies, do we look like the face of mercy? And Daymare and Nightmare team up for the win. And actually, the funny thing is, all of these are actually pretty PG-13. In fact, the mother bucking is kind of jokey, but it just like edges it.
You said PG-13?
PG. Well, it goes PG pretty well. Try to focus PG, but I'd say they work well. In any case, chat room. For those of you who are not participating, or those of you who are and just want to vote anyway because it's fun, who do you think had the better caption? Honestly, let's see. I kind of actually like Techies there.
Batter and Death have a very good idea.
Well, the Batter and Death definitely have a good one. It just felt a little long-winded, but just the expressions those two have with the Techies one just works so stupidly well.
Also, I went for the always sunny joke.
I know. We all know. There's not a person here who wouldn't know.
I wouldn't, because I don't pay attention to that show.
Ah, fair enough. Alright, you can tell, chatters, you can let us know in chat, or you can let us know directly, in the, Discord. What your thoughts are. Okay, DM12 is kind of nah on it. Come into something like Sturpy.
Yay,
What?
Dippy.
He just got straight into drawing the stuff.
Of course he did. Yeah, I just said dirt.
Commander.
Ponyman 64 though is under Batter and Death. Legs Batter and Death. So, just for the sake of time, it looks like Batter and Death won by Toakoi and Ponyman 64. Oh, and Cloud of Iconoquist. And Techies is apparently a good second, too. So, Batter and Death, you have won. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the next one here.
And in the thoughts there, I did like the thought of Kool-Aid Man, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that pop through there, and it was great.
Creature.
Didn't work. Let's try that again.
Nice.
What? Okay,
Circuit,
hold
look
on.
in team 2.
Okay, team 2. PG. Creature, please put that in the picks and gifts. I will allow it. I will completely allow it. In the meantime, here is our next caption this picture, teams. Go ahead and start collaborating together and caption this picture. Of course, for those of you who don't know,
What the hell is going on?
What the fuck?
That's exactly the point. But for those of you who don't know the history of this was actually one of your choose your own adventures, dealing with Fluttershy, going to a costume party and didn't know what to wear. Applejack's this if you chose to go with Applejack, she ended up going with Applejack and that. We're just gonna say that.
Dead at the stairs.
That would be
Sunset.
Sunset. That's
Yeah,
Sunset
Sunset.
in an
That's
outfit.
Sunset?
You can see her hair underneath the wig.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Who's there? Nobody can tell that's Sunset. That's hilarious.
Let me see.
Okay.
Honestly, Ponyman, I don't know.
I think we did see whose dog this was.
Let's see. Whose dog is that? I don't know, but I believe they're at Rarity's house, so I think it's Rarity's dog.
No.
Maybe. Wait, Rarity has a cat.
Well, I'm just saying that it's Rarity's house, so I don't know. I'm taking a guess.
I'm not sure.
Ugh.
I've done the mystery foot thing, but I'm ready to go.
Well, I know you are. Who puts plates on the? Honestly, they're the only I've actually seen decorative plates like from the Franklin Mint that people use for display rather than actually eating off of. But yeah, those are the only ones I can think of. Otherwise, I don't know who would put plates on a wall. What the point of that is, unless it's like one of those or like those porcelain ones that you would get as a kid that when you went to a daycare they would. You know, it'd just be this cheap plate and you would paint on it, but it never looks that good. And then they would have you put your hand in it, so it's like covered in plaster, but it looks really horrible because they don't do it quite right. So it looks awkward, and then they have your bronze tennies, and you're just like, what are you doing to me? Especially when you look at that stuff and you're 30 years old, it's just like, my God.
So again, are you repressing some stuff?
I was repressing it. I think I just let it out to play. Okay, and with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the caption. So, we have our picture. I believe our captioneers are captionated. Da-dum.
Better than death.
Let's go with Better and Death. Or are you still working on your caption?
Call?
Oh, we're still working on ours.
Yep.
Get to us later.
Okay, so we'll go with Touch Tobiasuki.
When AJ told Fluttershy she wanted to be in her, things did not go how she thought.
Good old crude humor. I love it. And
That was like the cleanest version of that joke I could have made.
exactly. Yeah, I know. Textalion.
Kill us now.
Sorry, techies. My apologies. Kill us now. Okay. We have Daymares.
In full tap.
Yes. And Daymares.
Look. I know you like Fluttershy, AJ, but there is an easier way to get in with her. Also, it's an entrance joke as well.
In all honesty, I almost feel like I could just put the entire chat log of Team 1 here and just make it a running commentary on different thoughts of captions for the picture. I mean, they're just...
We're doing this time around.
They're just hammering one after another. It's actually quite fascinating.
And Death needed to...
If it wasn't... Aw. Have a good night. Well, poor Death. Oh,
Okay,
let's see.
has Better Death come up with anything? Or are they still fighting?
Okay. I'm seriously tempted to just run through all of these at the moment when they're trying to decide.
Bagley and DM seem to be very creative at this.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Sunset. That wasn't part of the plan. Okay, that's a really good one. Clouded. Thank you.
And all the take of this would be Sunset realizing how freaky it is to see a person come out of a horse costume as a person.
Hold on. We might actually have something here. We might have some. Ah! Do we have it? Batter and Death. Okay, Batter and Death, it appears that you are ready because I'm watching your chat quite closely.
I gave it the new wording, and there we go. All right. When you offer to give your drunk friends a ride home from the party.
Better than Death win that for me.
Okay, so those are entries. Better and Death. When you offer to give your drunk friends a ride home, which or just a ride. Oh, wow,
Oh,
that's
it's supposed to be a ride home. I forgot to type that in. There we go.
Yeah.
It's fixed, kinda.
No problem. I got it fixed up there.
All right, chat.
Then Touched by Suki. When AJ told Fluttershy she wanted to be in her, things did not go as how she thought. Techie, kill us now. Daymares, I know you like Fluttershy AJ, but there's an easier way to get in with her. And chat rooms, all chat rooms, go ahead and put in your vote on who you think it made the best one. This also goes to our wonderful, silly people here in our teams if they want to cast their vote in for one. So far, Commander Something is still doing Derpy. DM12 likes Daymare. Cloud the Conquest likes Daymare. Wow, Daymare is actually getting up there.
And I voted for Better than Death, so yay.
Well, well, you're better than to vote for yourself, I would assume. I didn't say you were Derp. What? I'm not that sick. What? What did I say? I said you were working on making derpy art for my. No, you're not forbidden from voting for yourselves. In fact, you can go ahead and do so. I'm just having fun.
I'm being fair because it's not right for you to vote whenever you're up against other people.
And let's see, Coldust votes juice boxes. You said I was doing. I didn't mean it that way. Please. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no, this was just to vote in-house.
Okay.
I was just trying to make sure that, like, I knew the best way to pull up juice boxes, because juice boxes, that is, let's be honest here, the best emoji. Just, like, out of the standard fare.
Oh, no, juice boxes are awesome.
I kind of like joystick.
All right. And just for the sake of time here, it looks like, unless we get any other votes from either the teams or from a chat room, it looks like Daymare has actually won this one.
Yay!
So Toa actually wins. We're kind of scared now. The system works, but what did it cost us?
Everything.
Apparently, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to another one here. You know what? This is one I'm probably not going to be able to use for Saturday, so I'm just going to use it here. Here is the next image to caption teams.
I have scared curiosity.
I know what.
This is obviously not from the current Generation 4, but Generation 1. This is known as a great moment in animation, or basically an animation frame between animations to make an animation look fluid. However, if you look at it, still it looks completely wrong somehow.
it's mainly the feet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's up to you on that one.
Oh boy.
Okay, I stepped away and came back. I'm interested to know the context of this picture.
Well, it's called a great moment in animation, but I don't know the exact history on when this picture came to be. However, this is kind of one of those images between animation frames, which is supposed to help fluidly move an animation from one thing to another.
Yes, I know. I believe I suggested that tag as something for this.
You did, and I remembered it when I was looking for pictures, so I decided to scour through and ran across this and realized there was no way on this green earth I would ever be able to use this for Saturday, so we are using it here. However, I do got a compliment on some of the teams here. They are taking the high road. And of course, unfortunately,
Not mine, man.
all right. Yep, Cloud the Conquest, that is exactly the point. That's the exact joke we were making with this picture the whole time.
Alright, is Batter and Death ready, or are they still throwing out ideas?
We're still going back and forth.
They're still going a little back and forth, so we're going to give them a little bit longer here. Something tells me with some of these images, I should really try to dig up some history on them just to talk a little bit, just for fun. Because I honestly have absolutely nothing on this. I have no idea who these characters are. I have no idea what the situation entails. For all I know, this could be a giant rolling pin, and this is some sort of weird fetish stream. I really don't know what this is.
There we go. Okay.
Based on those muzzle shapes, I'd say not My Little Pony Tails, but the...
No, this is original.
Oh no, this is G1. I can confirm that much at least.
Okay.
But you need to find the actual episode where this happened.
Well, not only that, just get a little bit of history and at least the characters
Well, I know
and stuff.
for some of the G1 stuff, you can tell the characters by their colorations and their...
Oh, okay. Thank you, Clouded, for because I wasn't actually really paying that much attention, and thank God I wasn't. Otherwise, I really would have made a bad joke.
So Suki confirmed that the only reason he took the high road is because he didn't know low one existed.
Because I didn't see the third leg.
I noticed like a third leg, but I'm like, no.
Alright, in any case, we're going to go ahead and go to our entries here. Are you still working on it, Battered?
Kinda, yeah.
There we go.
Start from me on up, so we give them more time.
Well, we're going to go where we need to with that. Don't worry. 12. That's probably closer to the truth. Let's not actually say it. So, touched by a Suki. Let's see. Your caption for this.
Okay.
Okay. And he immediately jumped down to the low road and then went down further.
Okay. All right. So anyway, the actual submission is the only known image from the failed Olympic event of Hare's equestrian high bar route. And the alternate was, don't worry, we all have trouble drawing horse dicks at first.
Techies.
The bar has been... how do I phrase this?
Exactly how you have it tagged.
Once again, lowered. And by bar, I mean, you know, like, the bar has been set low once again.
Alright. And this is unfortunately going to hurt daymares.
And you thought the bar could not get any lower.
You guys were on the same train of thought.
Exactly. It was actually kind of funny watching the two of them come up with that at the same time. So, battered and death.
I think we'll probably I'm gonna put my juice box on this one and see if everyone else wants to juice box it as well.
Well, they got a voting system, so good on them.
Yep, that's the one I voted for.
It's been juice boxed. Go for it.
All right, we've got juice boxes. So this one comes directly from DM12, and that's, I know you want to go pole dancing, but this is ridiculous.
Oh, that's good. Images over the text.
I know. I'm getting to that. I thought I'd have more fun with getting it down and then revealing it afterwards. So going from bottom up, Daymares, and you thought the bar could not get any lower. Techies, the bar has been lowered once again. Touched by Yasuki, the only known image from the failed Olympic event of Pairs equestrian high bar routine. And also an optional one, which does not count.
Like I said, it's just alternate.
It's just there. And Battered in Death. I know you wanted to go pole dancing, but this is ridiculous.
By the way, you know what's funny? The reason mine took so long to figure out was because I was trying to figure out how to word the name of that event.
Yeah.
No, I'm
trying to figure out what event you're talking about. Are you talking about the high jump?
No,
high bar, like gymnastics high bar.
He's talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
they don't say gymnastics high bar though, so yeah.
Yes, but I tend to forget about gymnastics things names.
Paul voting. Oh, Paul vaulting. Paul vaulting. Actually, that sounds like an awesome. It kind of sounds like a B movie actor's name. Paul vaulting. I like that, Paul vaulting. So chat room and also teams. Who do you vote for? Who wins? Who made the funniest caption? That didn't obviously point to the third leg or fifth leg, as it were.
Give your beverage box to, since it's apparently not a juice box; it's a beverage box.
Who do you give your beverage box of juiciness to?
That is their voting system, beverage box.
Ponyman64 says Better in Death. I'm going with Techies for my vote.
Alright. We got a one for Better in Death, one for Techies. We got Commander something enjoying quality drawing derpy time. DM12 also gives it to Techies.
I give mine to Daymares.
And Techies and Daymares. Archivers love us. And Claudia goes with Techies. Techies wins! Techies, you have lowered the bar once again for all of us. And with that, we're going to do one more image before we move on to our video segments.
And maybe I should have just maybe I should have just made my alternate the regular one. That who knows? I might have actually won that round.
You might have, but remember PG.
We're not going for PG tonight.
We're not going to for PG. No, we're gonna we're just having fun with this one for the moment.
I'm concerned as to how many
is this
commander is drawing.
Okay, this will work. All right, one last image here. Of course, this is also another great moment in animation.
Oh, beautiful.
We can get slightly filthy. I do want to encourage people to kind of try to keep it in the PG realm, but we are not enforcing it.
Hence why I use the word dicks.
Yes, hence why he is dicks. Alright, so teams, you have the picture eventually. Though maybe I should start posting it in the team chats as well, giving it some thought.
Definitely do that if they're not watching the stream.
So teams, caption this picture. Of course, this is a picture. This is a little scenario that occurred the last time we saw Twilight really go full on Twilighting during trivia time with Pinkie Pie. Of course, we also saw Twilight giving the most meme-tastic faces and the most incredible moments, which also made it more hilarious that Pinkie Pie is the one that has the nice little blurred image. Of course, once again, this is an animation smear, which is just supposed to make the animation look fluid when it's moving, Once again, it is not meant to be seen straight on like this because it leads to incredible material which we can only laugh at and never take seriously.
Also, don't try to stare at Pinky's face. You'll go cross-eyed because you're trying to focus on it, but it's already blurry.
I
No,
got mine in.
never go full pink. Just never go full pink.
I got mine in as well.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Remember, everybody, if you're going pinky, never go full punk. That's it. Never go full punk.
Why isn't Commander's messages there, and why am I not seeing anything more from Cottage Economist there? Something's gone weird with the IRC.
You might need to reload it. But yeah,
I don't see Commander's things on yours.
Commander saying stuff?
Yours isn't scrolled all the way down?
No, it's all the way down.
There's a vague leak. There's a clouded.
Is Commander posting stuff?
Do you have one from Commander saying I'm working on the third derpy right now?
I just have Derpy. Last I saw, that was at a 2049 timestamp.
Weird.
Yeah. That is
We
weird.
Because I see Commander in both of the ones I have up here, but I don't see anyone else. Oh, there's the net split.
Well, I just reloaded the chat. And then it went immediately split on me. Yay.
Big crash there. Yeah, I would say so, Commander.
Okay, so the chat room should be back up and semi-functional. However you want to put that
by
functionality.
The way, second, I did send this out to, like, the Ponies Online crew and say, hey, we're testing this out for...
No, I know. I saw it. Alright. Alright.
Missed votes should happen now.
Alright, so I apologize if I missed votes previously. Obviously, IRC is going to be
I
questionable.
don't know if there were missed votes. I just noticed that there was a definite dissonance between my IRC and what I saw on screen. And
Commander, that really sucks. I'm sure your caption was awesome too. Tries to derp.
I can see it.
What was it?
Scroll up here. Pinky, I can see sound now.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and go into our teams here. Batter and Death. Are you still working, or have you figured it out?
We're still working on it.
Alright, Touched by Yasuki. Suki.
I'm amusing myself, okay?
Why do you have so many?
Okay, so Suki apparently decided to become a literal team of one.
Okay, so it's actually funny because I literally came up with one. I was coming up with alternates and actually did come up with a better one.
Well,
okay.
I've heard of spitballing back and forth, but that's ridiculous. So what's the one you're going to go with?
Twilight News. She just watched Pinky snap her own neck.
Oh, God.
But, okay, just reference my alternates. In fact, my original was going to be Pinky Copters ready for takeoff. There was also there was also Pinky found out those two in the back are fucking. And whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police.
All right, techies. What do we got?
Meth. Not even once.
Meth, not even once.
Classic. I love a classic line. All right, and Daymares.
Twilight is concerned that Pinky might vibrate into another universe.
Nice, classic. All right, and Batter and Death.
Oh, we got 2 juice boxes on one. I just want to make sure that, like, all's in favor.
Right. And apparently now my own chat room has me unidentified.
All right. Since the votes have been cast, so when you're out with friends and the Benadryl kicks in.
Oh,
I think you mean Benadryl.
Yes, Benadryl.
Yeah, Benadryl.
Although I am amused by some of the thoughts you've had here.
We've had some good ones, I'm not gonna lie.
Seriously, I almost feel like
Caffeine experiment. That's a fun one.
That one's really good.
I almost feel like I really just need to get a big caption of this entire team here and put up a picture and just see what they can come up with in rapid fire, because this is really insane shit stuff. This is it's hilarious stuff, actually.
I gotta say, between Vaguely Creepy and DM12 or DM21, I keep saying DM12.
he is DM12.
That's not what I'm reading. Anyways, between the two of them, yeah, no, they're freaking great. They come up with a lot of stuff really rapid fire. They're awesome. 10 out of 10.
Powerful. We may need to separate them in the future.
No, we must harness the power.
They're great.
No, we must come up with the Team 1 Power Hour. We're just gonna put up pictures and let them actually chat verbally back and forth about different captions for this. Just see how far they can take it.
You also need to get Glass in here because he's a good person to bounce off with vaguely.
Alright, so let's go. Suki is losing his mind. Let's go ahead and move on. So we got our entries here. Better and Death. When you're out with friends and the Benadryl kicks in. Touched by Suki. Twilight knew she just watched Pinky snap her own neck. Techies. Meth. Not even once. Daymares. Twilight is concerned that Pinky might vibrate into another universe. Alright, chat room, this is the last vote. Who do you think should win? Remember, whoever wins, whoever loses. We're not counting the scores anyway, and this is purely for testing. You are all lab rats in an elaborate experiment, which I'm hoping works. Hello, Punisher 7771. Hope you can vote for one of these.
That's Silent.
I like Silent. Oh, Silent. Nice to see you, Silent.
Yeah, Better and Death definitely have a good one. I would vote for myself, but I have too much respect.
I like Batter and Death and Touched by Suki as the two different views of this situation.
Oh crap, we just had a net split. Hold on, chat room, we just had a net split. Sorry, give me a quick second. Let me reload IRC. Look, we didn't get any IRC votes yet, so if you did vote, you will need to vote again. However, you shouldn't have to worry too much, and I should probably make sure that's not visible because I might show my password by accident.
And Silent is enjoying a can of Foster's.
Australian for beer.
Apparently not in Australia.
I'm kidding. Well. Okay, so I'm back in the IRC. Hopefully it will stay cooperating. If you manage to get back in, please go ahead and submit your vote. Also, Silent, if you want to, you can also vote for one of these yourself. Just go ahead and tell us which team you want to vote for. Otherwise, I hope you just enjoy the shenanigans as is.
Yep, after this video segment.
Yep. Let's see, so we got, I believe we got Batter and Death from Punnyman64.
I said Batter and Death as well, so they have two.
Okay, so two from Batter and Death. Let's see. Clouded has an Uber charge at Batter and Death, I believe. Commander something needs a post for Derpy number 4, so somebody suggest something to him. DM12 gives it to Daymares.
Back,
thank you.
Back legs behind the head. Yoga Derpy.
Yoga Derpy. Actually, I like that.
Actually wouldn't be a bad image.
That actually sounds like fun. It actually does. Yeah. Alright, IRC, you still have a couple of moments, so technically due to lag, we probably will have moved on by the time you actually hear that. But either case, quickly get your vote in as quickly as possible.
And Silent said techies.
He likes the techies, so double meth, nice. Alright, and we're give it a few more seconds there.
By my count.
Vaguely Creepy votes for ours. I can't blame you there. So another for Batter. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go with it. It looks like Batter and Death win this one. Benadryl is apparently one hell of a drug.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, that is it for our caption this picture for the show. So it looks like, at least for the most part, the layout for Saturday works more or less. We'll probably need to give teams a little bit more time to actually come up with stuff, so probably have to do some crazy banter and weirdness in the meantime.
And if we end up not getting the ability to spread things out as big to 4 teams, we might be able to condense down to 3 teams.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to at least have 3 teams.
I think that what would probably work out is, like, if we, like, divide up the time for coming up with things between, like, we spitball a bunch of stuff out, and then, like, we have a given time period to, like, vote on which ones within our party we like, and then we submit that one to the pile.
Yeah,
that might be the best way of going about it.
Yeah, with how theirs were going, they needed time to spitball, refine.
Yeah, I think just more time in making sure every team has a way of voting for
That
for
way
what
there's
they
a
want.
specific time of stop coming up with new ideas and start focusing on the ones above.
Yep.
Okay, I have a suggestion then.
Well, let's go ahead and actually move on for the moment. We need to get into the video segment here for obvious
we can talk
reasons.
about this in the after party.
Yep. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna get started with the pillow fight short stop motion, or Pinkie Pie kills 2 ponies.
And we might get silent in the after party.
Depending on the dust and pillow, that could hurt a lot.
Some of those would actually hurt, but other ones I honestly wonder how they would hurt.
Of course they would, and Pinkie's in the middle of it. Bomb and run!
And Pinkie just killed them both.
Bullet hell.
She drugged them too. No, seriously, if somebody falls asleep that fast after getting hit by a pile of pillows, call somebody.
Oh, don't worry, the pillows were just covered in sleep powder.
Alright, here's King Grover's court.
I've had today's question screened, and there are none pertaining to that bearded chunk of flotsam. So let us dive into the hot tub of knowledge. Wolfex asks, you think you're wiser than Star Swirl? He's free, you're not. All that means is he is a free moron, having previously been a moron in purgatory. Equestria guy asks, which is worse, fruit bats or nematodes? I'll tell you what's even worse than that. Vampire fruit bats and vegan nematodes. Or the one AJ, that's going to take some getting used to, asks, have you heard of the Owl Lady? Yes, we have a few of those here in Griffinstone, along with some Hawk Ladies, Osprey Ladies, Kite Ladies, etc. Doughboy asks, will you be my special some Griffin? Actually, here in Griffinstone, it's called some birdie. Every birdie, any birdie, no birdie, etc. Sonny Q asks, if you were in a band, what instrument would you play? What's that one that's half guitar, half keyboard? A get board, that's what I'd play. Takazan asks, have you ever met a ghost? No, not yet. Give it time. And the Bard of Shale asks, what do you know of the Silent Gene Royals, King Gunal and Queen Ganache? I don't think those are Silent G names. What do I remember? Let's see. After King Grudge died from an overdose of eye drops, Gunal was the only one brave or stupid enough to clean up the remains of his mad experiments. Hence why they crowned him the next king. Unfortunately, one of the potions he disposed of was a slow-acting poison. And 3 years into his very promising reign, King Gunal was stricken by a deadly disease that rendered him incapable of exhaling. Feathers everywhere. As for Ganache, she made a wager with Queen Gurgle after the disastrous opening of the Great Griffithstone water slide that if she could get me back up the hill and back into town, she shall take the throne. She accomplished the immense task of hauling my heavy stone body up a 1 and 2 gradient by dismantling me, carrying my bits up one by one, and reassembling me here in the library. I must say, Queen Ganache was far gentler removing my body parts than certain others.
All right, and now Workaholics Anonymous with Mad Munchkin.
I'm Mad Munchkin, and I'm a workaholic.
Hi, Daddy.
I just had a birthday, and I only worked for 10 hours. Hey, it's less than normal. I did take time to relax with my family, though. My brother-in-law gave me this Twilight Sparkle birthday card.
Aww.
He said, that's the one you like, right? And I said, no, actually. I said, Twilight's the one with OCD who overthinks everything. And then he said, that's the one who's like you, right?
The OCD, I don't know about Maddie. The other one, yeah.
Alright, and let's go on to Moonwalk Pony.
As usual, source filmmaker, you always gotta have. Of course, Scout is like. I like whenever the beast drops, the heel falls.
Okay, by the way, real quick, yeah, not just because this is me, but because there was obvious pony ass put in my face. Did anybody else notice the jiggle physics?
Yes.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yes, the spit valves on those trumpets haven't been emptied in some time, so no fanfare to bookend today's Royal Griffithstone court, I'm afraid.
Yeah, another King Grover.
The Bard of Shale asks, were there any griffins whose names didn't start with G? Sadly, no. One of the reasons I was, and still am, keen to form a joint civilization with the hippogriffs of the August Roosters is that I'd hoped their flexibility would rub off on Griffithstone culture. Not all hippogriffs' names started with H, nor did August Roosters start with A. Doughboy asks, did any lady griffins have a crush on you? Dude, look at me. I created the Idol of Boreas, for God's sake. Even married griffins were after me. Takazan asks, was your crown originally made of gold? Bronze, actually. Good quality stuff. The only drawback was, on hot days, it expanded and slid down my head. D. Birch asks, who would be better for an MLP Nintendo crossover, Yoshi or Kirby? That's a question.
Sorry.
And LDM, actually. Yumi Smith asks, do you have a favorite horror movie? Any given remake that's come out lately? Leif Sanchez asks, do you find it shocking that Pinkie Pie married Cheese Sandwich? I would, if that happened, but remember the rules. If it happened after the show jumped the shark, it doesn't count. Honeydrop asks, what's the best way to recover from the loss of a pet? Eat it afterwards. But bear in mind, this is coming from the ruler of a land where giant tortoises were once the most popular pet. Allsmith asks, would you like some toast? Yeah, sure. With honey on it, please. Okay, who threw that?
That one.
And the one AJ asks, what do you think of the other pony, AJ? Applejack, you mean? Well, anyone who abstains from bullshit is alright by me. I consider her a fine, upstanding member of the community. Okay, who threw that?
Alright. Okay, well, I was going to do Ultra Fast Pony because apparently that's still going, and they're up to 95. So I figured it'd be fun to take a look at it. However, we're also kind of running a bit late and behind, so no.
After the fact.
Even though this has nothing to do directly with pony life, I can't help but draw some parallels to the concerns myself and others have expressed.
Hello, it's Teen Titans Go all over again.
And Teen Titans Go all over again. Teen Titans Go all over again.
Titans knows I'll still give it a try.
Can I have some space here?
So either learn nothing from Teen Titans Go and Thundercats Roar. Okay.
There's only so much screen available.
Into an exciting, ambitious young justice-type adventure, but instead when
Man, it's the Teen Titans Go of
I
My
don't
Little
want to
Pony.
judge
Some people will like it, some will hate it.
But this looks dangerously similar to Teen Titans Go or similar animations, pun intended. I'm getting a very bad feeling about this stuff.
Damn it, they pull the Teen Titans Go on us. Seems to be the way of all the good cartoons lately. Take a great IP and water it down.
Teen Titans Go. I'm getting flashbacks.
Leave the hyperbole to me.
It reminds you of the horrors from Teen Titans Go. You know, during forest three redlands meets
Enough!
Hopefully it just looks like Teen Titans Go, and it's not written like it.
Okay, the joke with associating this with Teen Titan Go is getting a bit redundant.
You think?
I love it. You get them.
Opinions on the reveal of Pony Life were generally passionate. Back in October of 2019, when Hasbro's Facebook featured a poll for supporting characters and a very strange-looking Spike, followed shortly by new toys being featured with a stylized take on what we come to expect.
The eyes.
Fast forward to November, when Hasbro's Instagram account featured several designs obscured by text talking about looks versus feels. And on November 13th, we found out how they were feeling. Not the phrase I'd use to describe a happy mood, but okay, I understand why people are making the Teen Titans Go comparison, and it does make sense. Though I haven't watched much of Go, I am aware of its impact. It's upset a large portion of the original Teen Titans cartoon fans. And these comparisons speak to a concern that MLP will feature a similar shift. Yet before talking about Teen Titans Go, I think we've done ourselves a disservice by only drawing one comparison. I've seen more than a few shows that tried to make an attempt at self-parody through a style change. Let's start in the land of the rising sun, in the anime Record of Lodos.
Oh God. I'm listening! Tell me everything!
An anime take on classic Dungeons and Dragons. You had a party of different races and professions, a land steeped in lore with plenty of ancient perils.
Show was not bad, but
surprising
it's...
of all, a comedy bit at the end of each TV episode.
Show's not bad, but to be perfectly honest, not that memorable, to be perfectly honest.
Say what?
Talk about
Record of Lodos War, it was good, but it wasn't that memorable to me.
It was memorable to me, but it was the first anime of that I saw like that.
A major battle, and sometimes a character death. Most of the fights took place in dungeons.
But yeah, the storyline was incredibly scattered, though.
By contrast, the Welcome to Lodos Island shorts were slapstick, with a heavy emphasis on candy, pastel forests, and really cute dragons. Characters that were presented as royal and stoic in the main
Commander, what are
story.
your thoughts on the
Just
King's
charge in and don't hold up.
If you hadn't stopped to think about the consequences, then you might have won.
We're absolutely ridiculous here.
Yeah!
And the heroes? They were still trying to accomplish quests in both storylines, but their efficacy was less than ideal.
I shall destroy you with this legendary magic item!
Yet despite these polar opposite presentations, they worked well together. Each short was a sort of exhale from the more serious episode, something to lighten the mood before sending the viewer off. I don't think Welcome to Lotus Island would have functioned well as its own series, but as an addendum to the main story, it was a fun diversion, along with a BC movie. But what about something that wasn't immediately set alongside the main story? Something that was just as opposite, if not more so, from the original title. For that, let's shift focus to one of the most influential anime in history, Mobile Suit Gundam.
Gundam!
First airing in 1979, Mobile Suit Gundam was a groundbreaking series for its depiction of giant robots as tools of war, much more fleshed out antagonists, and a moral ambiguity to many of its heroes.
You shouldn't have hit me! What's wrong with hitting you? You're a selfish brat.
It's hard to retain this feeling because a great many of us grew up experiencing the anime industry after Gundam's effect. But that too is a reminder of how much a story can change the genre. So why was the parody series SD Gundam so popular?
I can't!
The backstory is a bit lengthy, but it got its start when a fan drew a disproportionate Gundam, which caught a magazine editor's eye. This led to the creation of the super deformed idea, and it only kept growing. In 1988, these shorts featured in theaters, starting with the debut of Char's Counterattack, which is an important factor. By airing alongside a major entry in the franchise, fans could see it was a companion piece rather than a replacement. Companion being the operative word because of its approach. The series took iconic scenes from the original Gundam series and asked what would happen if the characters were a little less graceful or competent. And boy, did this take off. It basically grew into a franchise of its own, with a wacky racer-style episode, fantasy parodies, and in time even attempts at self-contained stories.
I love that SD Gundam
The idea carried into further
series.
Gundam series. Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny had special shorts that tried to be as silly as SD Gundam, but just didn't have the nostalgia factor. Though again, there's an art to taking a climactic battle and making it silly. This was the Season 2 trailer for Gundam 00. The first season ended with the protagonist's force being decimated, with deaths and crippling injuries abound. Then the show would be off the air for more than half a year, leaving a lot of fans waiting for a resolution. I can't emphasize enough how funny it was to have this tension hanging in the air, and this was the first preview we got. The writers clearly had some fun coming up with both silly previews and stranger ones that eventually proved to be true.
Amazing!
That one's funnier in hindsight. Looking at all this, I'm getting the picture that a lot of humor lies in the contrast of a serious topic flipped to create something silly. With that in mind, let's return stateside and look at another show that tried to be silly with something serious. Not yet. There was one other show that took a serious premise and made it wonderfully ridiculous.
Fuck yeah, C-Lab.
C-Lab 2021.
Unlike Lotus Island and SD Gundam, this show wasn't meant to be a companion to its predecessor. I had never even heard of C-Lab 2020 when Cartoon Network and William Street put this show on Adult Swim, but oh how I enjoyed it. C-Lab 2020 was Hanna-Barbera's attempt at a serious storyline set in an underwater research facility with all the perils that went with it.
We live in a dangerous environment, and the safety of all of us depends on each of us.
C-Lab 2021 adopted the serious look of the environment, but made the characters beyond eccentric. Just compare Captain Murphy's depiction.
Send a mayday, then locate any sub capable of going to 18,000 feet and order it here fast. Yes, sir.
And as of this moment, I am married to Adrienne Barbeau, Queen of Mars from Olympus Mons to Tharsis.
Honestly, the voice
humor came from a
is
visual
spot on.
dissonance.
Good on you.
Even though it relied on Hanna-Barbera's simplified animation,
Bizarro.
Sealab 2020 tried to be as serious as possible. None
Yeah,
of the
that
silliness you might
drug
see in a
ending was
Scooby-Doo
kind of
episode.
weird.
So when 2021 appropriated the footage for an absurdist comedy, the serious look contrasted against their actions. I didn't fully appreciate just how much they'd changed until the episode 7211, which featured the cast doing a straight-faced retelling of the original episode, Collision of the Aquarius.
I never questioned your courage, only your judgment.
Though this presentation highlighted just how much
that's a
2021
mindfuck
distinguished
right there.
itself, it never mocked the original C-Lab 2020 or the ideas it presented. This was transformative humor, creating something new and distinct. And when I look at all these serious themed shows and their comedic counterparts, I start to understand why Teen Titans Go draws such conflict and some of my apprehension around pony life. Both the Titans and ponies featured a mix of seriousness and humor, though with different priorities. With the Titans, the humor was often contrasted against the larger conflict. Sure, the world might be threatened by alien tofu or an eccentric British man, and Beast Boy and Cyborg were often on hand to deliver the punchline, but you never doubted that failure meant death. No matter how silly the enemy, the stakes were always high, except with Dr. Locke.
Remember me?
I'd like to go to jail now, please.
Ended with some unresolved questions. So when Teen Titans Go came along, it wasn't an exhale of tension or a parody of nostalgia. And rather than contrast its counterpart, Go seemed to satirize the very concept of being serious. Take, for example, the episode The Cape.
Now I have made you the telescope.
That's so cool!
In a reversal of C-Lab 2021's effort, it took an old episode and replaced the dialogue with mockery.
Formation blow up walls for no reason!
But there are fans of Go who never watched the original series, and I don't begrudge them for enjoying something silly, though I will critique that what little humor I've witnessed doesn't really grip me.
You gonna buy a new bathing suit too? This is my bathing suit. Hi.
I've seen better risque humor back in the 80s.
You know, me and that side of beef could have a meaningful relationship. Just get a grip. I can lift myself off this hook.
Speaking of the 80s, let's talk about the recent premiere of Thundercats Roar, and how the humor sometimes works, but often doesn't.
Lion-O, Lord of the Kitty Cats. I mean Thundercats.
Okay, let's break this down. Much like SD Gundam, Thundercats Roar starts by banking on nostalgic moments. The Thundercats are on their ship. They have an abridged arrival at Third Earth. Also like SD Gundam, the show finds a way to defy seriousness to make a genuinely funny joke.
For the moment, give me a hole in the wall!
I laughed at
All right, that was
the
funny.
use of the classic music, the expectation, and the sudden shift all helped enhance the joke. Yet I realized this joke wouldn't work if I didn't already recognize both the music and the classic saying, sight beyond sight. So why play on that fandom memory if Lion-O is almost unrecognizable?
I'm Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats, and I'm swinging on a vine! Yeah!
Yeah, this is how the two-parter lost me. This not Lion-O, whom I have termed Lion-Uh-Oh, doesn't amplify the original Lion-O's quirks to a fun
Okay,
parody.
he's
just
forever known as
impulsively
Lion-Uh-Oh.
stupid. And
Who
I hear you
agrees?
say, Silver, you rambling Razorbill. Why not just enjoy something that's meant to look silly, act silly, and just be silly fun? I might actually do that, if not for the funniest part of the show so far, the burbles.
Looking good, everyone.
The burbles are the funniest part because they combine a serious situation with an absurdist response. Need to build a castle? Well, that surely is a serious undertaking. Never mind, that was easy. Oh, but it looks like it's been damaged.
More building. Hooray!
And saying the main villain's name means you get struck by lightning. Surely they're careful and afraid to utter even one syllable.
Oh, hey, did someone say Mum Ra?
While Lion-Uh-Oh and the others try to force a joke by acting absurd, the burbles are hilarious because they seem oblivious to the consequences. They don't try to be funny. It's more that their reactions are so opposite of what the situation demands, I can't help but laugh. Now here's the strange thing. Lion-Uh-Oh is very much the same in terms of response. He laughs while getting shot at. He's wide-eyed at multiple perils rather than intimidated or cautious. But here's where the design contrast I keep talking about comes back into play. I look at how Lion-Uh-Oh and the other Thundercats are animated, and I expect this goofiness. It's part of their design. The burbles are more true to their original counterparts and don't try to be stretchy or silly looking. The humor is concentrated in their reactions, which creates a stronger impact. If I expect the Thundercats to act like goofballs, then I won't be shocked when they do so, and I think that's the style that people worry about with Pony Life. While My Little Pony could blend drama and comedy, it did tend to fall more towards humor. Even their solutions to problems featured lighthearted and innocent approaches. So right off the bat, I don't think Pony Life can fulfill the role
I
of
still
being
don't
an
think
exhale from
firing
tension
frickin'
or a
laser
parody
beams
of
is
classic
an
moments.
innocent approach.
And given how much fun Friendship is Magic was, I have a hard time envisioning a way to contrast humor against seriousness. This doubt isn't helped by the show's first press release. The new My Little Pony Pony Life show looks at the funny side of friendship, so it's likely not going to feature adventures or any big character stories. The new center of the world is Sugar Cube Corner. Just like going to a friend's house after school, this is our pony's home away from home. Here, Pinkie Pie serves up frosted cupcakes to the best customers in the world, her friends. And Sugar Cube Corner is suddenly located on an island, so those cupcakes better be frickin' ambrosia. But from this blurb, I get the sense that this will not be a far-traveling series. We won't see as much of Equestria. Pony Life episodes feature hilarious slice-of-life stories that modern kids can relate to. I celebrated Friendship is Magic because it featured a lot of stories to which almost anyone could relate. Are we saying that this won't be interesting to children's parents? This series is loaded with magic, including a mysterious source of potions that Pinkie keeps hidden behind the bakery counter and breaks out when the need arises. Okay, now that's something new. If I hadn't hammered the point home enough, I'll be blunt. Given what little information we have right now, it's far too easy to define this series by what it's not rather than what it could be. That bit about Pinkie Pie and potions, along with the teaser images of a new pony named Nova Potion, is the only aspect that's unique. Yet the biggest trepidation I feel towards this isn't that it's going to be a silly take on a show I enjoy. Rather, I wonder if it's going to be a directed kind of silly. Because looking at all those other shows that tried something like this, I noticed there was a method to the madness. A crafting of humor and conflicting it against a situation to accomplish different goals. Maybe his goal was to ease everyone's tension. Maybe invoke nostalgia while at the same time inviting laughter. Maybe it was to make transformative humor to show something new. What seems to push as many people away is being silly for silly's sake. A flaw to which Friendship is Magic was not immune, though it could bounce back readily. Just because Pony Life carries a sillier look doesn't guarantee an undesirable outcome. I wouldn't have expected anything great from the other shows I listed if simply going by the visuals. If anything, they were often more endearing because they were unassuming. Even the animation remains to be witnessed, because I don't place a lot of stock in a commercial's animation. Animation for a commercial can either be insultingly low budget, or, as was often the case in my childhood, deceptively high quality compared to the actual show. I have not yet seen an example of the humor or writing, so I have no idea if the show staff will tap into the same creativity that birthed unexpected hits. All I have to go on right now is a summary that seems to focus on removing elements from a show I enjoyed rather than building up a new story. So I remain skeptical, but with an optimistic eye. If nothing else, I've already gained an appreciation for previous attempts that got it right. Most of all, I look back at the shows that gave rise to these comedies, and I realize that they're still available online, still remembered, and still celebrated. The addition of something new to the franchise isn't going to wipe that away. No matter what the reaction, I hope that Pony Life will be distinct. I enjoyed Friendship is Magic and will always have fond memories. But I don't need to see that repeated over and over. There's more to this franchise on the horizon, and I'm looking forward to seeing what new forms it takes. So to close out this review, I'm going to feature Pony Life-style artwork.
Yep, Pinkie is a drug addict.
Makes me feel a little more at ease with the concept.
Oh, at least that's what we get.
Thanks for watching.
Toakoi, say Mumra.
I know what you're going to do, but I'll do it anyway. Mumra!
Shit, he didn't blow up.
I like his review there.
It was good, and in all honesty, it hit a lot of points I wish I could articulate better.
Thoughts of things I need to go rewatch.
Or watch
the 3D animated one is good.
I don't think I've watched the original C-Lab.
Ooh, C-Lab is also very good.
I do want to see Record of Lodoss War again, though. I do admit, the only thing is that the storyline is really... they basically... It's... Somebody took their D&D campaign and animated it. That is literally what they did.
Basically, let me put it this way. Record of Lodoss War was... Because I always like to draw these comparisons. Record of Lodoss War is what you think D&D campaign is. Whereas around the same time, you had Slayers, which is what your D&D campaign actually was.
True enough.
But then again, C-Lab came out in like 2021 came out in the 90s, like late 90s, when the Adult Swim first started.
But the original came out in like the late 70s and early 80s.
Yeah.
No, I am kind of surprised Harvey Birdman wasn't brought up, but then again, I guess it's not exactly quite the same kind of parody as C-Lab.
No, Harvey Birdman was a parody of the Hanna-Barbera style as a whole.
To put it bluntly, it's more like C-Lab 2021 would be compared to what Team 4-Star did with Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
Yeah.
Harvey Birdman is more of a fan and recast of what Birdman would be if he was a lawyer.
Well, kind of. It still had the characters from all of the different shows and stuff, just it put them in like wacky situations because of what they do.
Also, they made Fred Flintstone's a freaking Kingpin, so yeah, they had transformed him
Well, not exactly. They just kind of played off the whole Fred getting bopped on the head and then kind of losing himself in memory stupidities.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, but
it was not a one-to-one parody or translation. It was doing something else that was more unique.
I have no idea. So fair enough.
I was saying for that shit, it's more like if I remember correctly, the older Flintstone movies.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like based off of that idea.
Oh god, I remember one that I never saw from beginning to end, but I always caught it right in the middle for some reason. Like when he was a secret agent.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. That one drives me crazy because I never saw the beginning. It was always the middle and the end.
I actually saw that when it was on Cartoon Network a long time ago.
Oh, vaguely. I love the Jetsons one. We're from the far, far future of 2005. They can't even walk.
Yeah, because for the Flintstones, Jetson crossover was supposed to be like, was also the Stone versus Laser argument.
Wait a minute, isn't this music from Undertale?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay then.
Because obviously we were not paying attention. Apparently, not all of us noticed that it's freaking said at the beginning, Toby Fox.
Yep.
I noticed.
I know you did, Si. Also, thank you,
this
Toby
is
Fox. You are awesome.
The umbrella. Or at least the undertone is.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, it's time to do the wonderful thing. Say goodnight for the night. We've had our fun. Our caption contest was somewhat of a success, enough that I'm confident in Saturday. So I hope you all show up at Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and participate or even be a team captain in the caption contest. Either case, I hope you at least turn up just to have fun with us. So with that, let's get our final shoutouts in for the evening so people can go to bed if they want to. Suki of the Otaku Ascended, let's start going backwards.
Yes, because I really should go to bed. Anyway, normal streams as going this week. So there should be a stream tomorrow. Which you know what? I'm still not decided yet if I'm gonna do. I'm going to continue Mirage sessions, or I'm going to start with Division 2 this week. But anyway, that's other than that, anime stream on Thursday. Come join us for more Toradora and Digimon. And I'm not doing no gaming stream on Saturday because we're doing stuff here, Brett. So yeah, that's.
All right, and let's go on to Tokoi.
Thanks everyone showing out. Shouts out to our Twitch people of CMC and Commander being our mods. Alpha J Dukas, another TV viewer, Archway friend Stormcloud, Commander Rude, Rayman 64, Silent and Blast, Shiloh May, the Hope 18, me, DNK, Vego Prods, and WHTPQ96.
Alright, and Textalion.
See you all on Saturday.
Then Silent Blast, since you're here.
Hello to everyone.
Crazy Matt Capitan.
Fires, explosions, venison jerky. I'm tired.
Alright, and I guess I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Be sure to stay tuned for the Coffee House After Party if you're watching us live. Otherwise, tune in on Wednesday for Winchester Wednesdays, which is a good time with Winchester and his motley crew of fanfic readers, musicians, voice actors, and game players. Lots of fun to be had, and it's always on Winchester's Wednesdays. Also...
I've been meaning to say, DM me next time y'all do like a Armor 3 stream.
Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Okay, and then for Friday, hopefully we'll have our room session going on so that you guys can see the climatic end of the Crazy Draconiquist and Friends. And not Draconiquist, I don't know where that came from. I really don't. But, the Roan group. Let's see what happens to them. So hopefully Friday we'll see that happen. Otherwise, tune in Saturday. Remember, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be having our Rift live streaming event, Captioning Fun. So be sure to tune in for that. Also, be sure to tune in later that evening for Gaming Meltdown with Creature. Along with that, I would also like to remind you, Sunday, we have Circuit's Gaming Room with me, Circuit. We are down to the third Spyro game, Year of the Dragon, and well on our way to finishing up the Spyro Reignited trilogy. And with that, let's go ahead and get our IRC chatters shouted out. I'd like to thank Commander Something and Crazy Matt Captain for keeping an eye on chat. And thank you to Clouded the Conquest, Cool Dude, Sarcasm, DN12, Evafan, Fantastic Fred, Glass 4, Techman, Textalion, Vaguely Creepy, and yay! Archivers. Also, big thank you to the people out there giving me birthday well wishes. It does mean a lot. I'm going to try to bury my head in the sand and pretend I'm not getting another year older and having to start to question things again.
Oh, shit, you are getting closer to death.
Oh, thanks. That means so much that you had to bring it up that directly. In the meantime, let's go ahead and wrap things up here. Of course, a big shout out to all of our archive watchers on YouTube. Be prepared, though. I'm coming down with some actual recorded content, YouTubers. So you're getting some stuff that is not going to be live. I hope you're excited. Because I sure am terrified about it. Anyway.
Don't worry, you got us. And if it fails, we all fail together.
That's why I'm terrified. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap it all up here. Our Happily Ever After song by Magpie Pony. Good night, everybody.
Okay. Hey, Circuit.
Yeah?
Also, saying now, due to the next 2 weeks, I'm not going to be on. I'm not going to be able to do the, if it takes like over next week and the week after next, I'm not going to be available Friday.
Got it. Thank you.
Nothing is better than being with you. Just think of all the fun we'll do. Sound off the cannon.
By the way, Vaguely Creepy, picture for you on stream.
She'll be the life of the party soon. So let's all sing this catchy tune. We're so happy to share our love and laughter with some pony as cute as you. Our happily ever after.
We're so
Oh, Christy.
every moment we'll enjoy whenever
Circuit, I hope you paid the insurance this month for the studio.
Ah, crap.
Just tell us sparking again.
And I accidentally just closed the music. Okay, you know what, guys? We're just gonna go ahead and call it there. I accidentally closed the music. I'm feeling dumb. We're just calling it. Well, good night, everybody. Oh, I'm losing it.
It's a fun little video.
Yeah.
It is.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. It's in the show notes. It is in there. And we'll see you in the Coffee House after party in just a moment. Peace.
Yeah, let me go make some coffee then.
Yay.